Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. You already know what it is. It's Marshayla Monique. And we have a lot to talk about. But before I even jump into today's video, I just want to thank y'all so much. Y'all are like, I've passed 700 subscribers so quickly. I'm super thankful. I'm super blessed, and my channel is growing so fast. I know it seems like it's a little bit slow because I'm not like, it's not like I have 1 million subscribers, but like I just keep hitting 100 like every few months, and like I'm just so excited. I can't wait to see what 2022 has in store for my channel. But keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing. Y'all are showing mad love. The most love that I actually get is from Facebook, because I can like see my algorithm and see like who is sending what. So shout out to my friends on Facebook. Let me see those. But yes, what else did I want to say? Also, I think that I'm going to try to upload twice a week. Don't quote me on it, but I'm gonna try, because I told y'all that I couldn't really do Vlogmas. Once I really thought about it, I'm like, I could upload twice a week. Not every single week, but some weeks of December may get 2 uploads, which you're going to see this on Saturday. This video on Saturday 11th. I'm going to try to edit it tomorrow, but we'll see. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so we'll see what happens. But yes, I'm going to try to do that. Even though I still have my 9 to 5, I'm going to try to squeeze in every y'all because I love y'all so much. And I had posted it on my Instagram story, and I got pretty good feedback about me posting twice. Even if it's vlogs or me sitting down, even though I haven't sat down in a long time, this does feel kind of weird. But it's like the OG Shay. If you're really an OG on my channel from last year, over a year ago, if you're really an OG from my channel over a year ago, I started this channel on sitting down and talking. Also, don't mind my hair. I have it up in like a clip, like a teacher. I kind of look like a teacher. I had my hair slicked back in a ponytail the other day and it got ruined. But I have got to be spray in like the front part of my hair because I like did a bang, the bang. And I brushed it and like, I mean, it moved, but like it don't do what it need to do. But anyways, if you're OG from my channel a year ago, I started this channel off on sitting down talking about different topics, which I'm still going to continue to do because I have a lot of topics written down in my notes that I want to talk about. But I've been more so on the vlogging side, especially because I've been I've traveled a little bit. I do like self-care stuff. I talk slightly, but my channel is, I'm trying to expand my horizons really, and trying to dabble in everything. The only thing you'll probably never see on this channel is pranks. I just don't do that, and I think that's super corny. But by all means, if that's how you're getting your bag, do it. Just don't understand how I didn't see the camera. Whatever. But yeah, today we're going to talk. And if you actually remember, back in the day, I used to do a mental health check-in every single month, and that kind of just like fell off. Not because like life is perfect, but because I've dabbled in other stuff on my channel, and like that's perfectly fine. But we're going to get back to it today. So before I start talking about a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with this video, let's start talking. So I wrote down everything that I wanted to talk about. Thank God I don't have to use my phone anymore to like record, so I can like be on it like somebody's calling me. But I took some notes earlier on things that I wanted to talk about, and it was while I was at work, and I was just like thinking about stuff that's going on in my life, and there is a lot. So to jump off, what I wanted to first talk about is seasonal depression and kind of like holiday depression for me. So with my mental stability, my mental health and stuff like that, I'm kind of like an up and down person. Some days I'm really high, some days I'm really low, some days I'm kind of just like mellow, and I don't really like communicate with people. But more so around the holidays is when I start to feel a little bit down, mostly because like the person that has always made my holidays feel good, warm and nice and no drama and stuff like that is not here anymore. And it was like anytime he would walk into a room on any holiday, he would just light up the room like for every single person. And on top of that, like we've lost so many family members within these last few years, like going from 2015 all the way up to 2020. Like we've just been losing family members back to back to back. And on top of that, like my family is starting to become very spread out. Not like my immediate like siblings and stuff like that. Like of course we're all doing our own things, but I talk to my siblings really like every single day. But it's like more so like the bigger expansion of our family, we just don't come together anymore. And I don't really know the exact reason on why we don't, but it kind of like bothers me because I'm so used to always being around like my bigger family and stuff like that. But I guess people just have lives and like things change and stuff. But it sucks that we've lost so many family members, yet that hasn't really brought us closer besides just like funerals and stuff like that. And like I hate that for us, and it makes me upset, and it makes me just not even want to celebrate holidays. It makes me just want to work on the holiday, because like even though I have a corporate job and like most corporate businesses are off on every holiday, my corporate job is in customer service, and we run 24 hours. If somebody has a problem on Christmas, somebody has to be there to answer it. That's just how it goes. But also we get paid time and a half, so I really don't I think we get paid more than time and a half. I don't know, we get paid a lot on holiday, so I don't really mind working holidays. I just wish that my family was closer and like we came together like how we used to, and like have dinner together and gifts and stuff like that. Like I don't remember doing that. It's been years. Our family is so spread out. Maybe jealousy in the family, people going to different stage, stuff just happening, life just happening, pettiness in the family, all of that. And it just makes me feel like blah and like sad, because like the holidays are supposed to be like family and giving and love and stuff like that. And like I don't care about getting gifts at all. I just really I really want my family to be close again, like how it used to be when I was younger, like how I remember it, like seeing like my grandparents and stuff like that. Like I don't really see my family at all. Like the only time I really talk to my family is when something tragic happens. I mean, like we kiki on social media and stuff like that, but like we're definitely not as close as how we used to be, and that sucks. And I don't know, I wish things would change, but the only way for things to change is for everyone to change as a collective, not just a few people changing and a few people coming around. So I really don't know. I can't wait till I have my own family and like I could start my own tradition and stuff like that. Like thank God I have so many siblings that we're still able to connect on the holidays and stuff like that. But like I be wanting to see my cousins and stuff. Like what are y'all up to? What are y'all doing? Like why don't I hang out with my cousins? I don't like that. Like me and my cousins should be going to the club all the time. There's so many of us. Not even just going to the club. I always want to go to the club. Fuck. I just wish we were closer. And then it's like you get on the internet and you see all these families like meeting up and stuff like that. The internet plays a huge role and part of why I feel the way I feel. I'll own up to it. I get jealous of what other people be doing, because I want my family to be like that. Like why aren't we like that? I hate that for us. I just want us to be a lot more closer and love each other a little bit more, not just when people pass away. So that's something that I deal with the holidays. It is that season. I'm trying to be cheer and jolly and stuff like that, but like it just be a lot for me. Maybe one day everybody will wake up and one day they won't, but I just have to accept what it is in the moment and not try to paint a picture that ain't there. The next thing that I wanted to talk about regarding like mental and like my life is ending friendships. And this is something that I don't really want to talk about. I really don't want to talk about it, but it's a part of this phase in life that I'm in. And I'm really trying to take it as a lesson, but it's been very confusing on both ends. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm not going to make it that person sat my side, whatever. But I had a friendship breakup or whatever. And honestly, like, I feel like, of course I could just say this for myself, I feel like I did what I needed to do to try to make peace in a situation. Like the reason that this even started was because I had said something that came off as offensive. Granted, I get it. In the moment I was mad because I had said it out of anger that this specific situation kept happening. It kept happening, and okay, we could laugh about it, kiki ha ha ha, but it keeps happening and it's getting annoying. So in the moment I was annoyed and I had said something out of anger that I meant, but I didn't mean for it to come out like that, which is something that I need to work on. I kind of just say things without thinking. I've always been a super outspoken person. I just say how I feel in the moment. So that happened and some time went by and a bunch of very petty movement went on. And the person, I feel like they don't think that I peeped, but I did peep. And the thing about me and the thing about the person that I am today is as an adult at 25 years old, if there's a problem that I have with somebody, if there's a problem that somebody has with me, bring it to my front door. Bring it to my door. Tell me about myself. You don't have to move petty and the internet stuff. I'm on the internet to entertain. I'm not there to be petty and not about to bring my issue to the internet. But in my world, once you take it to the internet, I look at you in a whole different light. I look at you in a whole different light, because that's why. When you could just come to me with it. If you felt some type of way in a moment, you could have just came to me and said that. And we could have hashed it out right then and there. Okay, tell me about myself. You don't like what I said? Let me know. Let me know that you don't like what I said. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the confusion happened. And that's where I started to not even want the friendship back, because I'm just like, if you do stuff like that, I don't really want you around me, because that's not how I move at all. But in the end, I did wait some time, and I apologized from the jump for what I had said. I wanted to apologize, speak my piece, and close it down, because as time went on and I started to reflect back on the friendship, it just wasn't what I thought it was. And I feel like sometimes you put people in positions that they're not really, they really shouldn't be in your life. And some people are just in your life for a specific reason, a specific purpose, for whatever the case may be. If you find it out a week after the breakup or years after, like, everything does happen for a reason. But with this situation, because I care about the person so much, and I still care about the person till this day, it's not like it's hate or anything, still got mad love. But what I wanted to do was, first and foremost, take accountability for what I did wrong in the moment. If that was something that made you upset, which I had no idea that it actually made her upset, and that's something that made you upset, I'm apologizing for it. I could have worded it a little bit differently. So I apologize for that. But what I had meant by that was this. This is why I had said that out of anger. From there, I presented background on the friendship, on why things felt a little bit rocky, and how I wanted to say things in the past, but I never did. But with that, that is also my fault as well. I should speak on stuff when they happen and not hold on to it, because me saying it now that we're going through something else holds no weight at all. So that's my own problem. I can't bring up old stuff. It already happened. You know what I'm saying? So I presented that, and then I just closed down the friendship. I'm just like, still meant love for you, but you're not the type of person that I want around me anymore. Because of how you moved in a situation, I know we had a friendship where we didn't really argue and fight a lot. That really never happened. We've always been on good terms, regardless if I felt like something was weird or not, or vice versa with her. I don't know how she feels. But it was a good, solid friendship. It felt very solid. But when shit gets real, it wasn't as solid as I thought it was. And it is sad and it hurts. But I'm the type of person where I took accountability for what I could have done wrong in the moment, and I had to move on from it. I can't beat myself up about it, because obviously the response that I got from the person was kind of just like, I don't care. You said what you said, that's what you meant, and that's how I'm gonna move with it, which is perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I said what I said. It was offensive. I will apologize. But from there, there's nothing else I could do. I don't kiss ass. If one day we were to rekindle and meet up and talk about it, cool, totally down. I'm not going to be the first person to reach out in this moment. I'm not going to, because I was the one that, I don't think the space I'm in right now that I'll be reaching out anytime soon. Maybe years, months, I don't know. I feel like I've said my piece. If there's more for that person to say, definitely reach out to me. But from here, I've kind of came to terms and at peace with it. Just the movement that went on was just like, can't really have you around me, because that's not how I roll. At the age I'm at now, maybe if I was 13, 14, 15, teenager, middle school, I'll argue with you, make posts about you, that type of stuff. But right now, I'm so good. I don't do stuff like that. And like I said, no hard feelings, none of that at all. It will always be my love. I'll always be rooting for the person. I'm not going to act like anything that I ever said or did in the friendship was fake. It was all genuine and organic. So it's like, shit happens, and it sucks. It sucks, because that was my dog, for real. It sucks. It's not going to be easy for me to just walk away from it and act totally fine, because that was my dog. That was my backbone. So that's just life, I guess. And it's going to teach me a lesson. one day down the road. What it's teaching me right now is be a little bit more gentle with your approach, because I am very aggressive and I am very outspoken. But it's also teaching me to play your role, take shit for what it is, and when somebody shows you something, that's who they really are. Not like a red flag situation, but like, take shit for what it is. And if you feel some type of way in a moment, say that. Don't hold on to stuff. And that's just something I gotta learn. That's just something I gotta learn. So there's that. And then, yeah, still got mad love for you, girl. The next thing I wanted to talk about is growing pains, which I think my camera's actually about to die. Growing pains. That is something that I deal with as well, just being 25 and feeling like I have to have everything together, and I truly don't. But there's a lot of pressure on me to like have like a settled down life, and I'm just not in a settled down space. I'm really just like having fun, so figuring out Marshayla and what Marshayla likes. So there's that. But it feels like pressure from society and family and people around me. But I feel like everything that's meant for me will fall into place, and I can't like follow these pressures. I kind of just have to ride the wave of life, just like my wave ring that I show everyone. Riding the wave of life. Like, everything that is meant to be will come to me. That's actually an affirmation that a lot of people say from TikTok. I do not chase, I attract. What is meant for me will simply come to me. And that's kind of just how I'm living right now. If something is supposed to come and that's me settling down, fine. If not, that's fine as well. If people are just in my life for a season, I'm gonna take all of that as a lesson. I'm gonna learn from it, because that's been the only way that I have been able to grow as a person into a young woman, is taking stuff from different relationships and situationships, about myself, about others, about life, about growth. And at the point I'm at now, I'm just really trying to learn. And I'm really just, my camera did die. I think I was just talking about like growing pains and being 25, and like how I'm not in a rush to like have everything together, because I'm still figuring out, just as a lot of us are. And there's really no age limit on that at all. I love how like, versus like our parents and grandparents generation, like everybody was like having kids like super early and stuff like that, but like there's some of us just like, I'm not doing that. That's not what I want to do. And I love that about us. Also with like jobs and stuff like that, we're like, I don't want to work here, I'm quitting. I'll figure it out, I'll find money another way. We can DoorDash, Uber. Like, I don't want to work here. Simple as that. Don't want to work here. And I love that for us. But even though I am 25, my mom said the other day, she's like, your clock is ticking. Girl, let it. I'm living, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying, I'm learning, I'm healing, I'm growing. It's a good time. Some days it is stressful. It is stressful. Some days I cry. But all in all, I'm just really enjoying the moment, and I'm enjoying every moment of life. I'm learning to enjoy every phase in my life, the ups, the downs, the days. I'm trying to enjoy every single phase and learn from every single phase. I just want to learn. I just want to be my best self. I can't be the best person on the planet, but like, I just want to get to that point where I'm just really not content, but just like happy with myself, and can wake up and just be in a good positive mood every day, because that's very difficult for me. But I'm getting there. Some days are better than others. It's still a battle, a struggle, but I have mad love around me. I'm always going to be good. There's always someone I could lean on for advice. There's always someone that is also going to tell me, Marshayla, you're not always right. You don't do everything right. You're not right in a situation. I need someone to put me in my place. Stop letting me do whatever I want to do and say whatever I want to say. If you're around me, put me in my place if I'm not right. I don't know everything. And granted, a lot of people that hang around are younger than me, so. But other people, if you think that something that I'm doing is wrong or weird, or maybe I can do it this way, let me know. I used to be a very harsh, cruel person who could not take criticism at all. And I walked around with a lot of hate and bitterness in my heart. I don't do that anymore. Let me know what's up so I can learn and be better. That's all that I'm trying to do. I just want to be better. I spent so much of my life just being this nasty, ignorant, shy, self-centered person. I do not want to be that anymore. I truly don't. I'm just trying to level up and be my best self. And if people around me can help me with that, hold me accountable. Hold me accountable when I'm not right. That's another thing. Accountability takes a toll on my mental health because it is hard. As a human being, it's hard for all of us to accept that sometimes we're not right. And it's hard for us to hold ourselves accountable in situations. Looking back on my past, when I reflect on my last relationship, when I first got out of it, I'm like, he was wrong. Everything he did was wrong. But I have to hold myself accountable for some of those situations we were in, some of the moves that I made, some of the actions that I took, some of the words that I used. I have to hold myself accountable in the situation. I can't just play the blame game and just blame that person for everything that they did, because it takes two to tango. We got his story, we got my story, and we got the truth on what really happened, what really went down. So I have to hold myself accountable in that situation. And I learned that probably like this year, end of last year. Situation is, Marshayla, you weren't always right. You didn't play this innocent part in this situation. You didn't. And that is a hard pill to swallow. Like, admitting that you're wrong, taking criticism, realizing that sometimes you're the problem. It's difficult, y'all. It's difficult. It's a learning process. And I'm not going to say like I'm this person that's just like always just like, okay, yeah, I'm wrong right now. I'm wrong. I'm not. Most of the time I defend myself, and a lot of times I'm still wrong, and that's fine. I'm learning. Yo, people are making me realize how big my hands actually are. It's hard, but I promise if it's coming from someone with good intentions, take it, and they're not trying to harm you or hurt you. They're trying to help you. Last thing I want to talk about is me and my comfort zones, because I stay in my bubble. I'm an outgoing person, but I stay in my bubble. So the lesson that I have took from that friendship ending is to step outside of my box and make different bonds and friendships, which is what I have been doing. I had a lot of friends in college that I really never got to know because it was me and my bestie. It was me and my bestie, y'all. And if you're meeting me, you're meeting my best friend, which also is another issue, but whatever. Yeah, it was me and her, and that was it. So I'm stepping out of my box. I'm meeting new girls, going out, hanging out with different girls, getting to know them, and like, it is very fun. It is uncomfortable, because I'm so used to the same thing and being around the same person. But stepping outside of my box and talking to people first and getting to know them and actually trusting them in a sense has been very uncomfortable, to say the least. But I'm enjoying every moment of it, and always appreciate those uncomfortable moments. Never get comfortable with situations, because things can change overnight, literally. So that's been something that I've been doing, and I'm really happy for myself, and a lot of people around me are happy for me as well, because it's not something that I usually do. I kind of just like stick to my circle. Change is something that I struggle with. I don't like change. I want everything to always stay the same, which is why sometimes I hold on to things that aren't really good or don't really benefit me anymore. That is a really big struggle of mine. But sometimes it's just time to let go and branch out and talk to different people and make bonds with people that you may have thought that you'd never be friends with. And I'm having fun, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm living my life to the fullest. And granted, I do miss my friend, but not it is what it is, but it's just like, if it is a situation that is meant to be, it'll come back. Maybe in time I'll be accepting, but in the moment, I just really didn't like the movement. It's just not the type of person I want around me. But yeah, I'll miss the friendship for sure, but I am branching out. I'm meeting new people and making plans with people and opening up to people. Even though I am an open book, I pour my life out on the first date. Ain't that for me? I will always try my best. I'll always be me, authentically, organically. I will always be Marshayla Monique. I will always stay true to myself. I'm never going to change for another person. This is who I am. This is who I will always be. I'm going to grow a little, heal a little. I may get a little bit thicker. Won't say about that, but I'll always just be me. Yeah, so that's what I have going on. This is just like a quick little conversation. Maybe you took something from it, maybe you learned something about me, maybe you're here for tea, I don't know. Just make sure you like the video and you share it. Thanks. And subscribe if you're not already. Going up, we're taking Marshayla Monique to the next level. Okay, I'm not gonna play with y'all because I can see. Can I zoom in? Can I zoom in right now? Listen to me. I know you're not subscribed. Click that button. John. If y'all enjoyed this video, how do you like the camera angle? I've been playing around with it. I literally look like a teacher. I hate my hair like this. I don't like my hair like this, but I always have like a bang because like my head's big. I have like big features on a small body. If y'all like the camera quality, I try to play around with a little more. Little more. Dayroom, this is for you, babes. I hope you watched this far. I fucking love you. It's like 2 a.m. so I'm gonna go ahead and dip on her. I mean, dip on y'all. Ugh, I disgust myself. And you already know what it is and you already know what it ain't. And I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye.